And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They'll go to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third. To the air, it's Bryant. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on, headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the big fella. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working that left side now. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Finds some room. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
But no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man, it's Evie. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Snow. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They're not thinking three. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on fourth and short. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
To the air, it's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 35. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Defense wants to bring the heat. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, North Carolina.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Might as well give it to him again. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Carolina, 31. Virginia Tech, 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him
to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Abbey.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Hokies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give on the inside. End of the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. Caught near the sticks. It's Pace. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Here we go!
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Running back the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 36. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Virginia 7.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Past the 40. Turning it on. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Wants to go up top on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina, 31. Virginia Tech, 13.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. Yeah. There he goes. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
This one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, North Carolina! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
Down, maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard.
Throws toward the end zone. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And And that's a really good example of quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Hokies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Ready.
Snagged out of the air. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, running back on the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool.